If your gut is off, everything is off. Mood, energy, focus, even your skin. And what if I told you that your gut is actually your second brain? Today's topic, gut health, and why it's so much more than just digestion. Hey everyone, and welcome to a quick dose with Dr. Nick, where we break down the most important topics in health, wellness, and mental fitness in a way that actually makes sense and feels human. Gut health isn't about having a flat stomach. It's about whether or not your internal system is fighting for you or against you. Gut health refers to the balance and function of your digestive system, but it's also ground zero for your immune system, hormone production, detox pathways, and even your mental health. Did you know that you have over 100 trillion microbes in your gut? That's more than the number of stars in the galaxy. These bacteria, fungi, and viruses make up your gut microbiome. And when it's balanced, your body thrives. And this microbial universe isn't just passive, it's constantly talking to your brain, your hormones, and your immune system. Which brings us to the next piece of the puzzle. What happens when stress starts to disrupt that communication? Chronic stress doesn't just live in your head, it punches holes in your gut. Literally. Stress activates your sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight system, which reduces blood flow and digestive enzyme secretion. When this happens repeatedly, it can lead to what we call a leaky gut, where the tight junctions in your intestinal lining open up, letting toxins leak into your bloodstreams. This triggers inflammation and an immune response that can lead to autoimmune issues, skin conditions, brain fog, and fatigue. Even worse, chronic stress throws off your serotonin production. For those that don't know, serotonin is your feel good neurotransmitter. It regulates your mood, your appetite, and your sleep. But here's the wildest part, about 95% of your serotonin is produced in your gut, not your brain. When your gut is inflamed or compromised by stress, processed foods, or poor sleep, your serotonin production drops, which means your mood, digestion, and even your immune system all take a hit. Now, let that sink in. Your gut might be holding the key to your happiness, and processed foods and chronic stress are stealing it. So let's talk about what exactly those ultra processed foods are doing to your gut wall. You can't eat fake food and expect real health. Highly processed food, especially those loaded with seed oils, added sugars, artificial dyes, and preservatives, feed the bad bacteria that's in your gut. They break down your gut lining, they reduce microbial diversity and cause dysbiosis, which is an imbalance between good and bad bacteria. So when this internal environment becomes toxic, your immune system becomes hyperreactive. It starts to attack the healthy cells, increasing inflammation not just in your gut, but across your entire body. Your body is constantly communicating with what you feed it. If you're giving it food-like products instead of real food, you're sending the message that something is wrong, putting your system on high alert. Over time, this creates an environment where chronic inflammation becomes the norm, not the exception. And inflammation is the first step to dysfunction. And dysfunction, when left unaddressed, can lead to mutating cells. Let's dive into what that means when it comes to the rise of GI cancers. We're seeing colon cancer in 30-year-olds. That never used to happen. The rates of gastrointestinal cancers, particularly colorectal, pancreatic, esophageal, are all rising dramatically, especially in the younger population. This isn't just a coincidence. It's a direct result of long-term exposure to gut-disrupting stress, ultra-processed foods, and sedentary lifestyles. So here's what happens. Chronic inflammation from poor diet and stress changes your cell structure over time. The protective barriers in your gut weaken, DNA damage accumulates, and mutated cells go undetected. Eventually, this creates the perfect storm for cancer to develop. In fact, the American Cancer Society estimates that colorectal cancer will be the leading cause of cancer in people under 50 by 2030. Your gut is where 70% of your immune system lives. If it's constantly battling stress hormones and inflammatory triggers, it has less capacity to defend against real threats like mutated cells. Don't worry, there's hope, because your gut can also heal. Let's talk about how. Your brain and your gut are in a long distance relationship, but the vagus nerve is how they stay connected. The vagus nerve is the longest cranial nerve in your body. It runs from your brainstem all the way down to your gut, your liver, and other organs, controlling the parasympathetic functions like digestion, rest, and repair. When you stimulate the vagus nerve, you activate the rest and digest mode and calm your nervous system down. One powerful way to do this, a vagus nerve massage. Here's how. Place your fingers just behind your earlobes where your jaw and neck meet, and gently rub down in small circles while taking deep breaths. Do this for 60 seconds. This helps activate the vagus nerve and calm you during a panic attack or an anxious moment. You can actually also activate it through singing, humming, deep breathing, cold exposure, and prayer and meditation. And when the vagus nerve is toned and strong, your gut and brain can communicate efficiently, helping reduce inflammation, balance mood, and improve digestion. Speaking of communication, let's talk about the microbiome and how probiotics help restore that balance. Think of your gut as a garden and the microbiome as the soil. Your microbiome isn't just about bacteria, it's an entire ecosystem of microbes that train your immune system, help you break down food, and regulate mood and inflammation. But stress, antibiotics, pesticides, and processed food can wipe out this entire jungle, leading to imbalances that affect everything from digestion to depression. This is where probiotics come in. Probiotics are beneficial bacteria that support your gut flora. They can be found in fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, and miso, or taken as supplements. Even more powerful, prebiotics, the fiber that feeds the probiotics, found in bananas, oats, garlic, onions, and asparagus. But food is your foundation. Let's talk about the best gut friendly choices. Every bite is either feeding your disease or your healing. A healthy gut loves whole, unprocessed foods, leafy greens and colorful veggies, fiber rich beans and legumes, wild caught fish, bone broth, fermented foods. Top supplements that help support your gut health include L-glutamine, which helps heal the gut lining, zinc carnosine, supports tight junctions, magnesium supports digestion and reduces inflammation, omega-3s, anti-inflammatories, vitamin D, which is crucial for your immunity and gut health and integrity. But food timing matters too, and that's what we'll close with. It's not just what you eat, it's when you eat that actually transforms your gut. Eating too late at night disrupts your body's natural digestive rhythms. Your gut needs time to rest, to detox, and to reset overnight. When you eat right before bed, the food ferments in your gut longer, disrupting sleep, spiking insulin, and leading to fat storage. Aim to finish your last meal 2 to 3 hours before going to bed. Eat your biggest meal earlier in the day and walk after meals to help boost your metabolism. Over time, these simple changes help regulate hormones, improve sleep, and reduce inflammation, key components to maintaining a vibrant and resilient gut. Your gut is not just your second brain, it's your command center. Every meal, every breath, every thought is shaping its function. If you got value from this episode, share it with someone who needs it. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. We've got more quick doses coming your way each and every single week. Until next time, protect your peace, feed your gut, and stay aligned.